talking about Mr. and Mrs. Mr. and Mrs. Thank you, newlywed something. And I'm looking like, wait, did they get married? Didn't tell nobody? Did they get married and didn't tell
Oh,
nobody?
yeah.
What the Hades is going on?
No, you talk about the wedding we went to.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
I figured up after the fact.
You got nervous, didn't you? All right?
Hey, man, I got nervous. Not like that, but I didn't get the invite.
Right. Called y'all go. You're like, what? Hold on, what's going on? Yeah.
Like, wait, what? What are we doing here? Good evening, good evening, good evening. It is Wednesday, y'all. It's Gentlemen After Dark Wednesday. We in here a little bit early, just kind of playing around, if you will. Yeah. Gonna give them a few minutes to get on in here. Invited some folks in from the gamer world. We got nine viewers right now. That's pretty cool. Jay Jocelyn's in the building. What's up, Jocelyn? Good evening to you. How you feeling? What you got going on? I know I'm late for the summer, but I'm here with the heat. I need the summer right about now and all that heat. Shoot.
Get you some heating socks.
Them too.
You need to go see a chiropractor. He's hard-headed.
I'm telling you. Watch some of them videos on YouTube and they be showing how them folks getting their back popped up. I need to get that.
Or pull up stretching exercises for your sciatic nerve on YouTube. They're on there too.
Yes, ma'am. I've done that. I've done that too.
Okay.
PK. Yeah, I better have got an invitation because I was about to, I was catching the next thing, right? I was about to catch the next thing smoking from Cali to Memphis. It was gonna be a fight. You heard me? It was gonna be a fight.
Come on over. We'd love to have you.
Come on, man. V-Rod Busy's in the building. What up with the boy? Got 6. We had 9. Dropped down to 6, so we lost 3. Maybe they had internet connection issues. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe they didn't like my hat. That's cool too.
What it say on it?
Niners. This time, hopefully they can spell it right. How about that?
Oh boy, here we go. Soul Body Mind Detox is in the building. Dana! What's good with you, girl? All the way from the YouTube world. Hopefully they can spell it right, huh? I think they did. Didn't they spell it WHINEO? No, that's not it.
No. PK know what I'm talking about.
Uh-oh. Should be due.
Man, I'm laughing at y'all.
Michael Hines is in the building. What up with you, 40? I see you, man. How you feeling this evening? PK say, shoot, be due. You already know. Anywho, let me check something really fast here. Oh, we almost uploaded. Perfecto mundo. Let me go ahead and introduce the folks that is here. Cuz what up, Boo? Buki, what up with you? Ooh, Bukari, what up with you, man? That's my little cousin. How you feeling? Where you at now, man? I can't keep up with you. What state you in right now? Anywho, look at Mello. He got the ambiance going down and everything.
Looking educated and stuff.
Everybody's got the ambiance. He look like
that's right. I see you, Cuzzo. I see you. I was about to say Book, but I had to add all of that. Bookie. You can't just say Book. You got to add everything. Bookie. I already know. South Carolina. Boy, you be traveling. But I'm proud of you, man. Keep doing what you're doing. And, you can call your big cuz up sometimes just because. Berdina's in the building. Good evening to you, Berdina. Good evening. It's my wonder twin from the South, Memphis. My brother from another mother. What up, Panty Snatcher? Or shall I say, David Haslett. Haslett Credit Restorations. Y'all might want to holler at that guy. You might want to holler at him. Should be due. Anywho, let me introduce y'all to tonight's panel. They are here. They are prompt. They on time. We got a couple that either will be here or will be here late, something like that. So let's start off with, let's be chivalrous because that does still exist. We got Miss 100 Proof in the building, y'all. But we also call her. We call her Beating Cheeks.
Oh, don't be saying that. Don't do
Um,
that. Don't do that. It's gonna be more questions. Don't do that.
Shoot, be do. Oh my goodness.
I'm trying.
Oh my God.
Y'all, you need help.
It was his birthday last week, y'all. He is the oldest thing looking like right now up in the group. He is the oldest looking up in here right about now. Give it up for the dude, Devin. This guy, you never know where he's going to be at. He might be in the parking lot. It might be in the tree house. He might be in the clubhouse. Ain't no telling. It's my little big brother, Snoopy Cliff Mello, or as Dev likes to call him, the assassin. And last but not least, I'm your host. I'm Onyx. Yeah. How y'all like that face? Baby face. Reserve your comments. Don't even.
Wow.
Oh
man.
Tell you the line if you know why. Like, yeah, it was him. It was that guy.
Hey man.
I wouldn't trust him. Not with that.
Hey, I'm trying to tell you.
That's a good face. That's no. So let me tell you the story, you guys, so y'all don't be asking on 50 million questions, and then I'm gonna acknowledge a couple of folks that I seen just pop in. But so last week Thursday was my first day back at work. I walk into work, and across the podium, you hear this memo come out that effective immediately, if you have a beard and you don't have a doctor's note, you need to go get one or get rid of it. So henceforth, smooth as a baby's behind. Whoop, there it is. Hair on my face ain't gonna make me no money, so I'm gonna go ahead and comply and do what I need to do, because ain't not nan one of y'all gonna take care of me. You heard me?
What you gonna? Hey, what if they tell you to go show your eyebrows too?
Well, then you'll think that I ain't even gonna
like two thumbs right here.
I ain't even gonna make fun of nobody. Anywho, let me acknowledge a couple of more folks here before we get started, y'all. This is my guy all the way from my Xbox world, Boy Lottie. What up with you, man? Thank you for being here. I see you, man. That's what's up. Lottie Dottie. Yep, that's that guy right there. Penny Snatcher said, "What's up, Mello?" It's my bro.
Penny Snatcher?
Damon DJ Jackson, the man, the myth himself. He said, a man of many hats and faces. Really, bro? Really, bro? Oh my God. Oh my God. Here we go. Penny Snatcher, really? You got the Lou Rawls face. You'll never find. You don't know nothing about that. Oh, yes, you would. You in there cleaning up like the rest of us. That's for sure. Michael Hines, thank you for the platform, bro. Hey, man, I'm glad to be here. I'm happy to be here. And I'm glad that people are feeling comfortable enough to share whatever it is that they're going through with us. So we thank you. We thank you. Think I got everybody? Nope. I got my supermodel herself. Good evening, Sean. I see you. Thank you for being here. Zigzag's in the building. What up, Zigzag? I see you, bro. What up with you, man? Anywho, so thank y'all for being here. Let me just check something. Oh, here she comes. Hot off the press. Hot off the press. Fire's in the building, y'all. Let me give it to her like this. All the way from the south side of the AZ world. Fuego.
Fuego.
Sorry, I'm tardy for the party.
Latanya Perry's in the building. Good evening to you, Latanya. Nice to see your face.
Hey, Redbone.
Hey, Redbone. Shoot, be dude. Anywho, so let me just check something really fast, you guys. I was trying to upload. There it is. I was trying to upload a video earlier today, and it took a little while for it to.
Hello,
Pick the right video now.
Wow.
The other one.
Wow.
No,
Anywho, how y'all feeling this evening? Everybody feeling good?
feel
Yeah.
good.
I mean, feel
Yeah.
good.
That boy good. That boy good.
Let me put Tanya down here.
Motherfucker,
Put him up
that's the trash.
there. Put that right there. There we go. We good to go. Matter of fact, let me put the dude in the middle. I'll be on the outside. Round the outside. Round the outside. Okay. So last week, we were talking to who was that we were talking to? The ladies? The fellas? No, we were talking to the ladies, right? Anybody remember some of the points that we made mention? No?
I fell asleep a couple times since their last show.
Wow.
You know, since I'm so old, I can't hardly remember.
I remember be nice to nice guys.
Be nice to the nice guys, right?
Yeah.
What's
Why
wrong with the
women
nice
don't go
guys?
for the nice guys, right?
Right. Okay, well, we won't go down that road today. How about we go down this road?
Here we go. I can feel it already.
Should be good. He said, I can feel it already. Tonight's question starts off like this. Are there limits to free speech? Are there limits to free speech?
Are we discussing this because of Kanye West?
Could
Is that
be.
what you mean?
Yeah,
His name is Ye.
Yay.
Well,
Yay.
That ain't what his mama
Respect that
named
man.
him.
The mama called him Kanye, I'm gonna call him Kanye.
Come on, 100 proof. Come on, 100 proof.
Somebody said on Facebook.
On Facebook user, I want to say that might be Peaches again.
Right?
Yeah, I think it's
Peaches.
probably
I
Peaches.
think my
That is
sister
true.
Erica.
Because now you can't even put the clown face and they'll give you a warning. This has been linked to reported speech or something like that. I was like, what?
Really?
Yeah.
The little emoticons, whatever they go.
Yeah, that's a clown.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, they gave me a little warning.
Oh, because it's linked to our former president. Is that what they mean?
Maybe.
Maybe. I haven't heard of that. That's nuts.
Yeah, they got some limits to free speech. You get on TV and start saying the wrong thing if you want to, and watch how fast you go to jail.
Well, he lost all his endorsements.
Well, definitely consequences.
Everybody pulled out.
And I was just asking like what even happened. So I don't know what happened with that. But as far just to answer that question, I mean, you should have known that. Since we saying Kanye, when he was on TV, he said that George Bush doesn't care about black people. They went straight to a commercial break right there. Hey, right. Came back, Mike Myers by himself. So if it was truly free speech, then he could have said that and went on a rant, and there would have been nothing about it.
Right.
Censorship is a tool that's used when the lie is not working as good anymore. You know, you gotta people who talking about stuff, we gotta shut them up, keep them quiet, keep them out the loop.
We got somebody else on the show with us.
Somebody else.
You got a show within the show?
I don't think so.
It's a simulation inside of a simulation inside of.
We in the Matrix.
An alien spacecraft.
I'm looking for the video.
Somebody they looking. Big Brother is always watching.
So soon we have a conversation now
about a clown.
Yeah.
See, I told you.
I could have been talking about one of my ex-boyfriends. I called one of them. Wow. I could have been talking about him.
That nice guy.
No.
That nice guy.
This one is really a clown.
So let's do this. Let's do it like this. Are there limits to free speech? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. Is that a unanimous decision? Okay. What are some of those limitations?
I didn't answer that. I said no.
Oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me. Oh, well, here we go.
Because there's no limits. You can say anything. Just like Devin just said Kanye said what he said, but there's consequences and repercussions to everything.
Mhm.
So you have to be wary of that. Just like you can't tell someone how to act or react. There's going to be reaction to anything you do or say. Now,
Mhm.
I went to China and yeah, free speech. No, they have cameras everywhere, from the ghetto to the most expensive place. And those people look like, yeah, they watch what they say.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Hmm.
But here, you
Interesting.
can say what you want, but there's going to be some repercussion. Either they're going to be for you or against you.
Right.
Because Big Brother is watching and listening.
Or 5 years down the line, they go back and find out what you said.
Then you gotta get on Twitter and
Tell
make
the
a
fuck,
apology. You be like, what?
because now the guys that got burner phones in jail, they got a system now where they still can hear what you say. So there's a satellite already recording. You think you plotting and planning, but if
You
they
ain't
want to
doing
pull up records, they can pull up records.
Mm.
it. Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that.
But and the reason why I'm saying limits is because, like, even if you go into like therapy, if you go into therapy and you start saying certain things, they can't talk to the authorities until you start saying these certain things. Once you say those things, they have to report it. So now you try and get help, and all you did was really got sent up the river, depending on what you were talking about.
But
When it's
but what you're describing, Devin, is you limiting yourself because,
okay,
like I said, no one's stopping you from going in there to say those things, right? The
yeah,
only person that can stop you from that is you. Like we can't yell fire. You can
right.
yell it, but guess what? Your ass going to jail if there's no fire.
But if you say it twice, we can say no. She's on the panel with us.
Hey, go.
Fuego, fuego.
You gotta be quick. But I feel you. That makes sense though. I understand where you come from.
So since Tanya made mention of it, I was going to show you guys the clip, but
What I do?
go figure.
It's
Said
not
that
working.
the clip was too big
Uh,
to share. So let me see if I could do it a
File
different
too
kind of
large.
way.
Yeah.
Can you just
Right?
play the
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Just
He
play
can't
it.
yeah,
press the file to where it can. Yeah.
I didn't hear what he said. I just, whenever I see him on the news, I just mute the TV because, yeah.
You're like, wait a remote.
So
I don't want to hear it.
I'm gonna play just a short, it's about 2 minutes, a minute and 45 second uh
just play
clip.
30?
Yeah. So let me play it like this. I think. Hold on, wait. Put it on speaker. Yeah. Turn off the Bluetooth. Yeah. Here we go. Let me get it to start to the beginning. Hold on, y'all. Bear with me here.
See, right now the producer will be in your ear. No
Right.
dead
Yeah,
hair. No
you
dead
know she
air.
would. Yeah.
Like, and click it now.
Now,
Right.
right? Like,
So
Somebody
they
will be
put it on their
fired.
drop down list. Walking
Commercial. Go to
through.
commercial.
okay, here we
In
go.
the latest interview, Ye was invited to appear on Piers Morgan Uncensored specifically to discuss the inflammatory statements he's made as of late, including his assertion that George Floyd died of an overdose. About halfway through the heated exchange between Kanye and Piers, Kanye said that he wanted to hug every Jewish person. He explained that he was jealous of several aspects he associates with Jewish culture.
Also, I'm envious of the Jewish people. I'm envious of how they don't abort their children. I'm envious of how they don't shoot each other in the streets and then rap about it. I'm envious of how their families stay together. I'm envious that they turn their phones off on Friday night and the family comes together. I'm envious of how they do business together. And I want that for the darker Jews. I want that for the black people. I want that. We need that.
The statements echo similar remarks he made on his controversial second appearance on Drink Champs which has since been deleted from Revolt and all streaming platforms. During his conversation with Piers Morgan, Kanye also said that he believes he should be more conscious of the ways in which he expresses his opinions.
I feel that my words demand more sensitivity for the frequency that I'm operating at and and the amount of people that I'm communicating to. And I take that responsibility right now.
Ye went on to say that if his opinions had been shared with more sensitivity, it would have not created space for the dialogue he's been having lately. He added that these conversations have given him the opportunity to prove why the left should support him in a future political bid, while stating that he was not at liberty to say whether or not he'd be running for office. So what do you think about Kanye's explanation of why he's jealous of Jewish culture? And do you think his recent appearance has...
Yeah. And there you have it. Some of it, in short, that the actual interview that came from was about what was it? Hour and something.
40 minutes.
40 minutes, yeah. It was a long interview, but I had the opportunity to listen to it today. I'm a start, I guess. Personally, there are some things that Kanye said that, resonated. It actually had some validity to what he had to say. And then there were those moments where I was just like, what is he? What are you talking about? 911, somebody help. This man needs some help. I'm not quite sure where he was going, but henceforth, that's where the question comes from. Are there limits to free speech? And he has the right to speak like anybody else, but did he overstep his boundaries? Has he? And I'm sure if he has, he wasn't the only one, but yeah. So let's go.
He just clearly must like attention. You jealous because they don't turn off their phones, or they do turn off their phones? Turn your phone off. And how do you? I don't get it. I'm gonna have to let somebody else go because he be on my nerves. he be on my nerves. Just come on now, dude. He wants to be seen? That's the bottom line. Everything he does is for a reason. Go take a nap. Do something.
Look, man, I really don't understand why it's such a big surprise. Because Kanye West, when he first came out, he presented himself as being arrogant. That was part of the gimmick or whatever. And he came out with a song said, "Wait till I get my money right. Then you can't tell me nothing." Well, that's what's going on right now. He didn't got the money. He just started clothing lines. I mean, he getting his money. It is what it is. So he got that, I guess, that what you call it, I don't care money. Like, I can do whatever, I can say whatever, I don't care. Remember, like David Ruffin. Maybe he like another David Ruffin. Yeah, of course, he's had some trauma. We all have. He'd have been through some things, and everybody doesn't. Sometimes pressure can bust a pipe. It doesn't always make a diamond. So,
Well, he look. I know. He lost Adidas. Somebody else he lost. One of the dudes on the Rams was working with them on something that he's wearing, I guess, and it's another dude that plays football. He pulled away. Those two pulled away. Adidas pulled away. Somebody else did as well, but just come on now.
Balenciaga and
Chase Bank.
There you
go. Chase. Woo-wee.
Yeah, they said he had to get his money out.
Hey.
No, that was an Aaron Donald. Yeah, I'm not a Rams fan. I couldn't think of his name.
That's fired.
Go Niner, huh? Go ahead. Go ahead. Say it real loud.
Bang, bang. Although I'll be at the game when we play them on Sunday. I'll be there.
Okay. I don't know. I was talking to Mello about it earlier today. And here's just my own personal observation. I get it. People aren't happy with what's been said because he also made a comment that something to the effect that he was going to come for the Jews, like DEFCON 3,
Mm.
which is a military term.
That's a threat, though, isn't it?
He hold on. Who's Kanye said that?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So at that point, I totally get it. I'm not
That dude is
opposed to any of the above. Cut them off, blah blah blah. They always say hit them in their pockets, but he already got the millions that he got, unless he didn't, save it. If he got the millions, and in his interview with what's his name,
Pierce.
Pierce,
Pierce.
he reminded him several times that I am not a millionaire, a billionaire. I am a multi-level billionaire. So now you have this chain ripple effect where, okay, Adidas says, see ya. The music company said, deuces.
Someone else said his lawyer and somebody else too, agent and his lawyer as well. Sean.
if you're a crook and your lawyer quit, you might well just
That's a
go.
problem.
You like you getting paid
Right.
to deal with your
Right.
bull jive. So
Right. When the lawyer leaves, it's an issue.
this is a problem. You like, hey, man, you know what? I'm not gonna win this case, and I'm gonna get locked up for trying.
Right.
Hey,
I want to real quick. I want to quote the late great Richard Pryor. He said, "Act a fool, you'll get what you want."
Mm.
He might want to get out the game. I mean, completely just, out of the limelight, not fame, no, just out the way. He can do whatever he want to do with whatever money and time he got left. And maybe this is somebody was just saying earlier in the thread about it's like you don't want to something about breaching the contract. So if you breach the contract, now you got to pay some money. But if the person that you in the contract with, you say, "Hey man, we tearing this contract up because we don't want to be associated with you." Yeah, I mean, it's not really that dumb of a move if that's what he's doing. I don't know if that's what he's doing. I'm just saying,
right.
could be because he acting a fool.
Yeah, exactly.
But he been acting a fool though.
Exactly.
That man
He's
ain't
always,
that car
if
wreck.
you watch the documentary, he has a documentary on Netflix that is one of his friends did that filmed him, and he got mad at the documentary because it showed him at a certain light when he was talking to certain businessmen, and he starts spazzing out again. I think he clearly has some bipolar issues, which he denies kind of in that interview. He admits it, but denies it at the same time,
Mhm.
which is bipolar. But
Right.
he does have issues. But and the problem I have, which several people have mentioned, like DL Hughley, Charlemagne the God, I try to listen to people who think certain way and much pick up certain things quicker than me. And they brought out an interesting point, which was which it almost proves his point in certain ways, that we are harping on the anti-Semitic. But what about the anti-black stuff he said?
True.
And no one is really, we need the outrage on all fronts. And we even need the Jewish people to get outraged that he said anti-black stuff. But I didn't hear that.
Right.
Slavery was a choice. No, it wasn't.
Right. Right. Right.
Right.
All the just the White Lives Matter, the whole thing with the White Lives Matter T-shirt, which a lot of us don't really understand, is that is the racist or white supremacist slogan. So once again, that's anti-black. There, once the Black Lives Matter started, the people from the Aryan, it's called Aryan something, they adopted that. So we gonna wear this shirt. That's where it came from. So it's more than just saying or him just disregarding Black lives. It is a Nazi or a Nazi-ish organization slogan. So we just need the outrage on all front. When they say anti-Semitic, they need to add the anti-black talk as well.
And for some strange reason, it's not even a big thing, but they teach the kids in school now that the people from Africa came over here to look for work
Voluntarily. Yeah, exactly.
voluntarily. This is literally what they teaching them. There's no outrage about that. So, but then when Kanye West say, "Oh no, you see what I'm saying?" And we the ones got something to say about it. But then on the whole front, like you said, if you say something anti-Semitic, then everybody want to chime in. Oh, you shouldn't say that because you know what they had to go through in the Holocaust. Like, no, I don't know. But if we're gonna talk about that, let's talk about what's still going on with us right now today.
Right.
During the interview with Pierce,
Yeah.
Pierce, yeah, Kanye or Ye, he made reference to the same thing. Like, it was wrong for me to say what I said, in your opinion. But how about the other people that have said what they've said towards the black people? Where's the outrage at that point? And to Mello's comment, for us, especially us here on the panel, when do we really stand up? When do we address them hot topics? Or do we address them? Or do we just sit back and just let the wind blow however it blows? Because no matter what, there's always going to be those few that are going to stand up, speak their piece for what's right, or what they believe to be what's right, while the others will sit quietly hoping and praying for a better result. And sometimes results don't come from hoping and praying. Even we've learned you have to act in harmony with your prayer. If that's what you're going to do, you're going to pray for something, go get it.
Stand on it.
Stand on it. Man, we've been hearing stand on it for about 3-4 weeks in a row now. Stand on it. You said you could cook. Stand on it.
Stand on it.
Oh, shoot. Oh, man. But that's the truth. So we have to start addressing things as it comes, man, and stop ignoring it. Stop acting like it's just gonna go away. Kanye has been Kanye from day one.
Through the wire.
Mm-hmm.
From that.
From the YouTube world, Tracy says, black folks are too forgiving. They let too much stuff slide instead of addressing it. Come on, man. I'm gonna get that to you.
We let everybody else slide.
Right. Everybody else slide.
Everybody else slide. We don't let us slide. We just It'd be like zero tolerance. You go to somebody's establishment and they look like you, and they have what you feel is an astronomical price. So you just feel like, I'm not ever gonna go there no more because they just too high. But you'll go somewhere else, and they might spit in your food. You be like, well, you know what? They probably didn't know that was their first name. Why?
Mm-hmm.
So.
Tracy further says he has Candace Owens encouraging him to say all this nonsense. She's another Omarosa.
Who is
Well,
she?
Kanye, he didn't need Candace Owens, but he knew Candace Owens was gonna jump on board with that. I mean, he know because he went to Fox News first. I mean, he's hit almost every outlet, but he went to Fox News first, thinking that we people like that. To me, and this is black and for our brown brothers too. They want the white acceptance, but why? That's the question I would ask them. Why? Because every time, well, them like since we quote Richard Pryor, them beatings didn't hurt. They were resisting arrest. That's how Candace Owens would explain stuff like that. That's how Larry Elder would explain stuff like that. That's how Herschel Walker he'll pull out a badge. But black folk like that, like I was telling you earlier today, those are the ones. I don't care you got a different viewpoint of mine, but once it puts me in danger and the lives of my family, yeah, I got a problem with that.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Because Kanye also, what really started this, even before the Jewish thing, was the black, what he said about George Floyd,
George
that he
Floyd.
didn't die because of the knee, but because of fentanyl. And that's a lie.
Right.
It
I will literally, I'm gonna have to go watch it because like I said, I've been hearing folks talking about it and at work and posting about it over the last couple of days, but I didn't know what it was. So I'm gonna have to go back and watch it myself because I hadn't seen it. Now
Same.
Yeah.
posts was making sense. They were saying somebody he could have been talking about the cops gave it to him. I don't know. I don't know what I had to watch it and better get a
more
better
context. More
yeah
context.
more ignorance because I mean we still talking about Kanye. What else? He been needs some help though. I mean y'all know that. I'm pretty sure we can agree he has always had. It's like yeah he a little maybe he's just different.
He said,
You
"No."
need to be somewhere talking to somebody, man, because you got something going on.
He needs some medication.
Or in the beginning, we thought it was more intentional,
Yeah, and in actuality, it's like what they say people who have like a serious mental issue, they don't know that they have it. They think I'm fine. That's nothing wrong. And he could really be going through something. And we don't know what them folks gave him in that hospital when he was gone. He been just it's his thing. He just constantly just it's like what can he do next?
Further conversation with myself and Mello. After he lost his mom, right?
Oh, that was
things just really started going left.
Right.
And I equate that to one of my greatest movies of all, Shaka Zulu. Shaka Zulu was one of the baddest warriors out there. He went through hell, lost his grandmother, fought side by side with his mama, trying to be the little boy, but become a young man to become the man. And for all the love that he had with his mom or for his mom, when his mom decided that she wanted to help hide the seed that he created, that he didn't want no parts of having a child. But once he slapped the taste out of his mom's mouth, his mom was heartbroken, right? She ended up dying. And on her deathbed, she tells him, "You killed me. You killed me."
How hard did he hit her?
You stupid.
I'm serious. I'm like,
well, in the movie, he drew blood. But it wasn't the physical part as it was
the
mental part. So once his mom told him, "You killed me," and she died, he snapped. He lost it. Then he begins to blame everybody except himself for the loss of his mom. Now, I'm not saying that that's the case for Ye. However, something tragic like that, you lose your mom. We don't know what his stronghold was with his mom. But once she
listen to his first album, you'll get it, just a piece of it.
Man.
No, watch the documentary on Netflix. You'll see it. Because he's
the
always, the attitude is there, but she harnessed most of that. You could tell he wouldn't have done anything to misplease her. He didn't want to do that. You could see that. So once that was gone,
Right. Jocelyn says he is aware of his diagnosis and his mother's death impacted him because she made sure he stayed on his meds. A large percentage of people with mental health stop taking their meds.
And it ended up being worse than it was before they even had to take it and why they took it.
Right.
Chemical dependency.
Plus, any incorporate any different type of drug or alcohol that just intensifies everything as well.
Right. Oh, here we go. Jocelyn got all the inside scoop. He is clinically diagnosed with bipolar disorder with manic depressive episodes. So it takes us to this next level. And I know we've had the conversation before, but how important really is mental health, mental
Yeah,
wealth?
yeah.
How
Very
important
important.
is it?
It's very
It's
important.
so high on
It's
it's
us.
the list.
Yeah,
It's
you
right
have to you start with you. When you start with you all the time, if you can't take care of you, you can't take care of nobody else. It's important. It's important to take the time out. It's important to sit back and focus on you. We not hanging this weekend. I'm gonna sit. I'm gonna do some self reflection, whatever that may be. It's very important.
Hmm.
Yeah, the kid just shot up a school in St. Louis again.
now.
Yes,
And
yes,
he said I guess part of his note said he never had any friends, and
yep,
so he had some issues.
And I
He
think when he
definitely had
like
some issues.
15.
No, he was 19. He was
Uh,
out of school. He was out
okay,
of school.
I saw
That's why
something.
they released his picture and stuff.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But I think a little girl that died, she was 15,
Oh well, yeah, it
and
might have
a
been before.
teacher. Yeah.
Mhm.
That's
and as
crazy.
far as I was gonna say, as far as the mental health is concerned, people have to say that it's something wrong in order for you to deal with it. You have to want to deal with it. And I'm
Mhm.
gonna say, well, I'm gonna say that pertaining to me, and my accident that I had 4 years, almost 5 years ago. Um, so for those that don't know, I broke my right ankle and almost broke the left ankle at the same time. So that particular accident had me stuck in my place for 3 months. So having to be stuck inside for 3 months takes a toll on you. And I have to explain to people from time to time, not only was it about my physical, but it was also now about my mental. I cannot get up and do what I need to. So
Mhm.
I'm talking to my mom. I'm like, okay, I'm feeling a certain type of way. She was like, I understand it, and you should. She was like, there's nothing wrong. If you feel like you need to talk to somebody, go talk to somebody. She goes, because your independence is gone. You can't move around like you want to. You stuck in your place for 3 months. So mentally, I'm like, okay, I got to get this together. But again, I knew that something was wrong.
Hmm.
So pertaining to him, yes, he knows, but until he wants to sit and deal with it, nothing is gonna happen.
Mhm.
So Tyler asks this question: when does addressing mental start for anyone? When does it start?
Well, I just answered pertaining to me.
Right.
And that's all. That's the only answer it can be
Yeah,
because uh,
yeah,
in order to fix the problem, you have to admit there's one in the first place. That's
yeah,
not
and
just
I
hey, there's anything. If there's an issue,
right,
but you have to know that that's an issue in the first place because mental health can be like a silent killer too. Because you might not even you like, you know what? I get sad for some strange reason, but I mean, I get over it and I build a bridge and get over it. You don't know that you actually depressed because you
Right.
didn't think
right,
you like, I thought I didn't
Yeah.
feel good, and that was it.
yeah,
And then you talk to somebody, and they be like, "Oh, you worse off than you know." So then it's like, "Oh, now that I know it's a problem, I can say so." But what happens if you don't think it's a problem because you don't know it's a problem? You don't know what to look for.
right, right. Because I kept telling my mom, like, okay, I think I'm low key depressed. She was
Right,
like, stop saying you low key depressed. You are depressed. She like,
right.
but you go from working 1, 2 jobs to now everybody's waiting on you. You can't even get out your door by yourself, down your steps by yourself. She's like, so yes, you are depressed, but again, it was me. I felt different. I'm like, okay, you tripping. I'm like, okay, let's go get you some help.
Yeah, you have to accept that you're feeling whatever way you're feeling. Until you do that, like you said, Because I think Kanye knows it, but he hasn't accepted it. Because even in those
Right.
interviews and several interviews, when people allude to it, he changes the subject somehow and tries to throw it back on them. Well, just because a doctor says that, does it make it true? And double talking. So he
Right.
may know, but has he accepted it? And then I think he was taking it for the sake of the kids. And when he was with Kim Kardashian, so they, everybody was shut up.
Right.
But
Right.
now that part of his life is, up in arms. He ain't doing nothing.
Right. And
And
that's
that
probably
person,
playing a factor too.
right?
Yeah. And I was gonna say too. Oh, I forgot. Oh, that's a shame. I'm old. I can't remember what I was going
That's a
to
good. That's
say.
a good.
I can't remember what I was gonna
Did you take
say.
your meds today?
Oh,
Ah,
Right.
look, I'm good now. I don't take them no more. I'm good now. I'm
No,
good
I was
now.
just teasing. I need
I
some of
take the
them.
I take
I
the
need some of
other
them meds
meds.
for memory.
I
I'll
take the
say
other
this.
meds now.
Hey.
Does Kanye or anybody for that matter that's dealing with the mental issues, do we have people that we can talk to? Do we have people that we are comfortable enough to say, I'm low key feeling a little depressed? Do we have people that are willing to say, don't say that you low key, say you are, right?
Mhm.
call it what it
Because
is.
that's what we need. We need somebody sometimes maybe, whether it be that psychiatrist, psychologist, we need that person to sound out to. But a lot of times we don't know who to sound out to. Who can I run to? Who can I tell my problems to?
Who can you
Escape.
trust?
And not
Yeah,
only that, too, I was
true.
gonna say too, pertaining to me, um, he may not be taking his medication because he probably don't like the way it feels. Me personally, the medicine is designed to keep you in bed all day because they don't want you to be depressed, but then it's like they don't want you to deal with anything. So I had to literally like every day, I'm like, okay, you got to get out of this bed. So at some point, I just stopped taking it because I'm like, if I continue to take this medicine every day, I'm not dealing with anything. I'm in bed, sleep all day. How do I know what to fix if I'm sleep all day? So when I
Mm.
thought I was good, I stopped taking it. I threw the whole bottle in the trash. I'm like, because it's designed to keep me in the bed all day. I can't function like that.
All right.
Creating
Um,
zone.
dang,
Trying to.
oops, where to go? Damn it. Damn it. Where to go? Um, Damon Jackson said, just drink some 100 proof.
Mm, mm, mm.
Shoot,
Little
BB.
boots. There's so many ways to go with that one.
Um,
Uh,
Let it
uh,
alone, Mellow. Let it alone, Mellow.
and my sister Erica says, it's hard to trust nowadays. So people keep quiet. I'm gonna get that to you.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And I'm not giving you a yay because that's a good thing to do. I'm giving it
But
because
it's the
that's a
truth.
true
that's a
fact.
true statement.
Yeah.
We will
Yeah.
keep it to ourselves. You know,
Yeah.
them secrets of whatever hurts and pains that we got, and I'm gonna go to the grave with this one. It's
Yeah.
so many of us
You're gonna
walking
see if you're
around.
way faster than you need to go to.
Yeah.
There you go. Just
I
like that.
I find now experiencing with my sons who are older or young men, in their almost 30s, that they have a hard time finding somebody to use it as an outlet. So I think in a lot of cases it's easier for women who have our sisters, our best friends, or this and that, to open up and let things out. And I see my sons carrying a lot because they don't have um, anybody at that level that they're willing to open up to. What is how do you men feel about that? Like, do you find it hard to disclose some of the things that you guys are dealing with?
I did before. Well, go ahead.
Oh no, no. Mm-mm.
I did. I when I was younger, I did. I didn't. I felt like it would be counterproductive for me to say if I had something going on with me, if something was wrong with me, because you know uh, that just wasn't that wasn't the climate that I grew up in. It was like, boys don't cry, we
Right.
don't get our feelings hurt and all that. And I'm just like, and I grew up with this type of crap. So then as I got older and I started dealing with more adult situations that might have been, I don't say too much for me, but it was like a lot, it was just a lot to deal with. Uh but if I'm not saying what's wrong, because I don't want nobody to feel like, you know, I'm inadequate or I'm weak, I just didn't say nothing. And then, of course, like I was just saying, it start eating you up on the inside slowly, slowly. And you crying, you just crying inside. And when you crying inside, it's like mildew in there. You know what I'm saying? If you could just think about that, like how it would actually look and feel. And so, but as I got older and I started like, man, I got to get this stuff off. I feel better. It felt like I actually physically lost weight. I didn't, but that's what it felt like because it's like I'm not carrying around all this, pointless BS that it could be something I was dealing with years ago and I just never really finished dealing with it. But I'm just walking around with it on my shoulders and in my head, just taking the space. So,
Right.
Yeah, we grew up with like I said, another term that's been floating around for the last year or so, toxic masculinity.
yeah,
Because, like Devin said, you fall down, don't you cry,
you
don't you
better not
this,
cry. Get up and keep playing,
right?
put some dirt on it.
But I think by the time I got to high school, I started developing more of myself, and it's gonna be what it's gonna be. If I was crying, because I'm mad, and one of us gonna get this ass whooping. So
Mm.
that's not a sign of weakness to me, but it is. A lot of us, even to this day, they want to carry that and they got to be tough. But like Devin said, you dying inside. You gotta have somebody to talk to, and that's why I always had, even for because my mom was a tough nut. She still is. It took a lot
Mhm.
to see her cry. I knew when she was mad, but she always felt like she had to be tough.
Strong.
Yeah, beyond strong. So
Right.
I always make sure I told my kids, tell me anything, how you feeling, this and that,
Right.
because good or bad, we gonna go through it. It doesn't matter.
Right.
I'm still gonna have to go through it with you.
And then, unfortunately, in my son's cases, they have been passed down a huge disservice from their father that, can't no white man tell them anything. And you know what I mean? Like they not to seek out the help they need from professionals because they can't tell them anything, you know, uh, about their lives. And I just tell my sons they can help you find ways to navigate through some of what you're dealing with. That's what they can
Hmm.
do.
And yeah, because I mean, it's okay for us to talk to our friends, but our friends can't always be biased. Not if you have a friend that's going to allow you to do the stuff that you do, opposed to saying,
Right.
okay, enough is enough. What a lot of
Right.
young people don't know, or even the older people don't know who have jobs, most companies have a program under their benefits called EAP, Employment Assistance Program. Most companies, your first 3 sessions are free. After that, you have to pay. But if you're getting up going to work every day and you have benefits, you have something to cover if you need to talk to somebody.
Mhm.
I've
Hmm.
used it. I've used that
Me too.
before.
Me too. When I
And
worked for one of my other jobs previously, I used it because even in our adult life, we got so much going on. We trying to do X, we trying to do this, and it can be overwhelming.
Mhm.
So I'm okay with going to talk to Dr. Sally. She don't know me,
right.
and she'll probably never see me again. But I would rather go sit and talk to somebody opposed to struggling with it myself because it's killing us.
Hmm.
You walking around and got stuff going on, and then you commit suicide. Don't nobody know how you feeling.
And the first thing everybody gonna say is, but they just got this job, they just bought this house,
Right,
they got all this stuff. Why would they be depressed? They ain't got nothing to be depressed about. Well,
right.
you don't know. It might be something that they never told you about, and they can't shake it because they ain't never told nobody.
Yeah.
You
Because
know,
a lot people were. This one young lady one time told me, probably 2 years ago. She was like, I met you exactly 1 week ago, and you a different person today. I'm like, oh, but that was because of the medication that I was taking too.
Wow.
Mhm.
So she saw it. She like, okay, you not who I saw a week ago. I'm like, okay, let me go back and see what I got to do. But again, it's all with self, man. You have to figure out what you want, and if this is what you want, then you gonna figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
I saw something real messed up. It said white kids go to therapy, black kids go to church.
Mm.
And I
Because our parents
remember
teach us
that growing up, it was like if anything is bothering you, just pray about it, and now it's okay.
right,
Pray
right,
about it, just set it and forget it. And that's all you got to worry about. Let God
right,
fight your battles. Okay, well, if somebody picking on me at school or I'm going through whatever it is that I'm going through, we're dealing in the physical as a child. So if you don't feel like your parent is right there holding your hand across the street, yeah, you're gonna be a little apprehensive because it's hard to just instill faith into a child when
right,
all you've always taught us is how to look at something for what it is by seeing it, by looking at it, touching it, hearing it. You see what I'm saying? But now it's like, well, you got a problem, if you sad, and you don't want to talk to somebody about it, you need to just talk to God. Go to God in prayer. He gonna fix it for you. And you
But
pray,
people,
be okay now. Then when you wake up in the morning, it's still there.
But the quote,
because
I was gonna
the,
say, but the quote says, "Faith without works is dead."
thank you.
So yes,
Exactly.
you pray
True.
to God because I was raised in church also. I'm gonna pray, but if I feel like I need more help, I'm going to get the more help.
Now
If I need the
explain
help,
that
I'm
to a
going to get it.
5-year-old. Explain it to a
Right,
5-year-old though. You see
right,
what I'm saying? Even
Well,
the
you
religious aspect, it's kind of like they're gonna be like, I don't even understand what that even means. You see what I'm saying? And that's instilled from childbirth, sometimes all the way up until adulthood. And then it's like, I don't think that's working because it's still there.
mhm,
You know,
mhm,
not saying there's anything wrong with it, but you got to have layered attacks of how to attack what's attacking you. You see what I'm saying?
right,
Go
right,
to church, pray, meditate, exercise, eat better,
right,
go to a therapist, find somebody, find a group to get with and talk to. You see what I'm saying? All these things can help, but if you don't do nothing at all, you ain't gonna never stand a chance.
right.
You,
And the
you
young people,
ain't even in the game.
and the young folks need to not think that talking to a therapist is not cool. It's cool because it could possibly save your life.
Right.
Somebody else's,
Yeah,
right, somebody else's.
or in this day and age, both.
right. Because if you spaz out at work instead of going to get the help that you need, then it's going to be you, the bad guy.
Yep.
Go get the help that you need.
And then when you do, don't hold it in. Share about it with the people closest
Right.
to you and give them the encouragement and, you know, pass on that it's acceptable or it works for you or it's an option. You know what I mean?
Because that's what's stigmatized therapy among our community more and more.
Right.
Because more and more people of color are talking about going to therapy, and thus we're talking about going to therapy, and yeah, that all that helps to break down. Once again, this past is getting away certain traditions that we were passed along with, and I like I
Hmm.
tell them again, another life lesson. I want you to be better than even me. So hopefully you can be
Right,
your children to be better, or friends coming behind you will be better.
Right.
right. And look, I hate to put her business on here. My daughter, um, just turned 30, and this was during the time of my accident. Once I got home and got situated, she like, Mama, something going on. I'm like, what? She's like, I feel like I need to talk to somebody. Okay, cool. You got good benefits. After she went and talked to the therapist, what the therapist told her was, seeing me in the hospital every day triggered when
Mm,
her grandmother died, and she was up at the hospital with her grandmother every day.
right.
So being there with me was a trigger for her. And I'm like, do not feel like you can't go talk to nobody because there's nothing wrong with it. If you need the help, get the help that you need.
A lot of folks think PTSD is only for people like that been in
In the
like,
military, it's not.
man, no. It's
Mm-mm.
I tell you what,
It's not.
Everybody got something that they done been through or been around. My little brother was here one year for 4th of July, and they was outside shooting fireworks. And then later on, they started shooting other stuff. He was like, he went back to the night they had got to shooting at this restaurant he was at one night. Dude came in there. It was like not a mass shooting, but dude came in there looking for somebody. He just started shooting. Everybody's running all over the place. It was bad. And so that night triggered that back for him. And it happened like 3-4 years. He like, man, I live in Nashville. I don't hear shooting like that. I'm like, man, this is every day.
So he never dealt with it, clearly.
Not as much. I guess I'm more not immune to it, but kind of numb to it because I hear it so much. A lot of times we be on the show and I'll be like, there they go, But where he lives in Nashville, he's not hearing that. If it's not on the TV or movie or something like that, if you hear it, it's something major going on. But if you hear it all the time, it still could be something major going on. But it's like you become, numb to it.
Right.
So yeah, I had to bring him back. I'm like, hey, breathe.
Yeah.
Because he at that split second, he was right back there, when that incident happened. The fear that he had when it was going on, all it came right back.
Right. That's so horrible.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
Let me put this this disclaimer out here. Gentlemen After Dark, a place where grown folks can talk without judgment. That's what this platform was created for 7 seasons ago, each season being 14 episodes long. When COVID first started, that's when this came to be. That was the birth of this show, where we all had pent up frustrations and sadnesses, if you will, in us. Thank you, COVID, for suppressing us and confining us, restricting us in our homes. Allow me to remind us all that there is someone, I don't know who that one person is, but there is someone out there for you to be able to talk to. You about to rock and roll, Mello?
Yep. I'm out.
All right, man.
Have a good night.
Peace in
You
the
too.
Middle East.
Love you all.
Love you too.
Healing.
Stay dangerous.
Good night.
Always.
Healing energies.
Healing energies. Namaste.
Namaste. My brother. Snoopy Cliff, Mello. But anywho, there are people out there for us, you guys, to be able to talk to. You just have to put in a little bit of time, invest some time into yourself and find that person or persons.
Look at this comment while we trying to be serious. This last comment.
Sorry.
Really, Matt?
I shouldn't have looked down.
Really,
Me
Matt?
too.
Really? I'll see you tomorrow, bro. For real.
Oh, goodness.
Anywho, there are people that are here for you to be able to sound off to, so that you can get it, at least start getting it out. Again, a lot of us don't even feel comfortable enough to even share what we're going through. As we, the grown folk NIM, have learned so eloquently, we all got some things in common, not even knowing that we had it in common until one person speaks on it, and then it just trickled effect that we all can relate, have done it, dealt with it, going through it, so on and so forth.
He's like, I thought there wasn't any judgment.
I'm not judging you, bro. But right now, we ain't talking about your horniness. We talking about your mentalness. So obviously, yeah, you need some help. You want to call me? You got my number. Call me up. I'll talk to you. Or I'll direct you to an operator that'll be willing to take your horny call. Really?
And it's money.
And then he said operator. The first thing that came to my mind is like girl 6 or something.
God. But on a serious note, man, I don't want to see, I don't want to hear nothing bad happening to any of my direct connects. how sad it would be for me to find out that something happened to any of my folks, I'm gonna call it, because they didn't have anyone to talk to.
Mhm.
How sad it would be for all of you guys to find out that one day, guess what? Onyx has been going through what he's been going through all by himself.
Right.
He never said anything. Robin Williams,
Man.
Robin Williams, you know, Mork from
Right.
Mork and Mindy, Robin Williams. You never say nothing until one day it just snap, crackle, and pop.
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, mental health, mental wealth is real. It is important.
Mhm.
Mhm.
You have to get that stuff off of you
Right.
mentally
And
for,
often.
and often. For those of us who ride motorcycles, I know you can relate. I just rode I had an 800-mile weekend, 800 and some change, right, to Arizona and back, right? What do you do on that ride to and from? Yeah, you listen to some music, but sometimes the music is so loud that you can't hear the music because of the wind shear going past your ears. So you have to think of something else.
Right.
That is the perfect opportunity for me to
Exhale.
exhale,
Decompress.
Yep.
decompress. So please, 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 please find that
Mm.
person.
Tears of a clown, huh?
Tears of a clown. Okay,
Yes.
Latrice, I see you. Tommy Annika.
Yes,
Tears
sir.
of a clown. Well, guess we're going to have to play that tomorrow on my way to work. And just listen to it. Listen to the lyrics, not just the music.
When the first time I listened to the lyrics, I was like, yo, what the man, Smokey was on one with this one.
Right? But it's important, man, that we take that time. Make yourself available to receive a call, to receive a, you got a minute? Can I talk to you? Be trustworthy enough that if that person opens up to you to share, to disclose what they're going through, that you're not going to make that a public forum for them to become embarrassed about what they share with you. Because guess what? They could snap, crackle, and pop, and you be the first one that they come for.
Yep.
And pop.
So I say all that to say, take a moment, check on one another. You know who your friends are. You know who's going through what. Sometimes
Mm.
it takes that to let them know that, you know what, I care about you. Fuego, you
Right.
good? Yeah, I'm good. You sure? Yeah. Because it might take a couple of times to ask. Most of us are going to instantly say, no, I'm good. I got it. I'm cool.
Not true.
And deep down inside, we are screaming for help.
Mm-hmm.
Help me, please. So be that soul that people can reach out to. My bro just said, bro, I know. I had to call you on my meltdown, right? I've heard a lot of stories. I've heard a lot of issues. A lot of people have dropped some bombs on me. I'm not a psychiatrist, psychologist, nor am I a gynecologist. However, what you say to me is what you say to me.
Absolutely. That's me.
Gotta copy this.
I won't put that out there on Front Street. I don't have
Right.
no official document and contract for you to sign that says I will not disclose your personal business. But I treat it as so because guess what? In turn, I might even share some of my own stuff that
Right.
I'm going through, been through, as we have done with the grown folk them after the show. It
Mm-hmm.
happens. You need those people to talk to. So this show honestly has become my therapy. You guys are my therapists. I'm able to share, receive, guide, take some guidance. I reach out to certain cats and ladies on my own subjects. And for those of you who asked this question and listen to it well, I see how you can talk and laugh with everybody else. How come you can't do that with me? Sometimes you have to be the person that's able to receive that energy. You got to put yourself in that person's shoes. How are they feeling? Because part of therapy, the therapist is there to
Listen.
listen. Some of y'all don't know how to listen. All y'all want to do is talk and be heard. What up, Texas? I see you.
Or so you can run back and tell it.
Same thing.
That's
What is
it.
it? They listen to respond instead of listen to comprehend.
To understand, yeah.
I want to understand you. I don't have a problem with shut my mouth. My mama was the alpha and the omega. We didn't have a choice sometimes. What she said went. Bottom line. So
Right.
guess what? I'm gonna shut up. I do know how to listen. Now, when you ask me for my opinion, be prepared to receive it. It may not be what you want to hear, but it might be what you need to hear.
Yep.
So, all I can say, he said that talk gave me the motivation to keep pushing to make it to LA. That's what's up. That my little brother rode all the way from Memphis, Tennessee to Los Angeles, California. Reseda mentioned that. Reseda. He didn't think he was gonna make it, but what you say about the desert, Snatcher? What you say about the desert? Oh shoot, man! You guys, I must just say, I love you all. This is important for us. Kanye, I wish you nothing but the best. Or Ye, I wish you nothing but the best. I wish you healing energy that you can get healed enough, or you can reach
Right.
out and get the healing that you need mentally so that you can make better decisions for yourself. For those of us who are watching in judgment, shame on you.
Mm.
For those of us who are watching and learning, take good notes, you guys, because someone next to you, or maybe it's just you, could be going through the same identical thing that he's going through. Only difference is you won't be a millionaire, I'm sure. You'll be a regular person like most of us. So, without further ado, you guys, we're going to call this one a night. We're going to let you guys ponder on that. I will put in the comments later on the actual interview with peers for those that want to watch that whole entire thing. It was definitely informative. I watched the whole entire show, and yeah, interesting. So, from the desert to the sea, to all the cities in between, this episode has come to a close. Y'all have a good night. Thank you for tuning in.
Good night.
Good night.
Peace.